More dagger. Dagger, 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 dagger. Go down, boys. Get crappy. Go down, boys. Be stuck in, boys. Go down, boys. Get crappy. Go down, boys. Be stuck in, boys. Musings, always ready to fight and win. Greed is always the best. That's dead or not. You just get damaged. More dagger. Dagger, 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 dagger. Go down, boys. Get crappy. Go down, boys. Be stuck in, boys. Go down, boys. Get crappy. Go down, boys. Be stuck in, boys.
Good evening and welcome to Lazy Mini Painting. I am Laz, the bald guy sat in front of the camera, and I'm going to have to go and sort the cat out because she won't stop meowing at me. Sorry about this. What is up with you? Come on then. Come on then. No, I'm not getting on the settee for you to sit on me. I'm sorry. No, you're not sitting on me. You want to sit on me? My lap's right here. How are we doing, Beaky? And how are we doing, Lucky? You okay? You both alright? And my mic is right up. No, you're not coming up. And Lee. Welcome in, welcome in. Right, not sure how my camera's looking at the moment. So tonight it's World Eaters, as you can probably see. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to get any guests up tonight. There is a possibility. I've messaged the person who was supposed to be on tonight, but time differences make it a little bit difficult. Camera is great and sound is great. Thank you very much. I've just got to go check a couple of things because I'll have to send a link through if that's the case. I'm knocking everything over on my desk. Yeah, this is how we usually start. Don't worry if you're new here. Don't panic thinking, oh, we've come at a bad time. No, this is how it usually starts. If ever I think I'm actually on time or ready, something messes it up. It just does. Why don't I? He's picking up background noise because my cat is very, 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 very loud. Also, I have things in the way of. See, I can move if I move the microphone too far over, in fact, if I put microphone up there, that might work. But that means I've got to reorientate. Thank you, Lee. It means I've got to reorientate my camera because it is attached to my mic boom arm. Because this one's on a bendy thing. So I can do it like that. Right, now I need to get access to portrait mode because poor people in portrait mode can't see me. They can't see me. Well, they can see me, but I can't see them, and they could be typing away. and I have no idea. So let's go find me on portrait mode first, so I can actually respond to people who are chattering away in there. Thank you very much for everybody in portrait who has come to join me. Right, now this is where I'm up to with World Eaters. All 30 of them. Now obviously the black ones I've only dry brushed, and I have them out just in case because, well, my guest was supposed to be figuring out how to paint them. I think a little bit nervous though, so it might take a while for them to get up the courage to come and speak to essentially what are Warhammer fans, as it boils down to it. That's usually what it is, Warhammer fans, and we can be a little bit intimidating if you're not used to it. Warhammer fans intimidating, what the hell am I talking about? But the actual 20 that I have mostly painted, now these are near enough all done. A couple of little bits I need to do on the guns and they're finished. These ones, however, need a lot of skin doing and a lot of other stuff doing. And haha, see, this is why I have it. So we have Pickle Boy's back. Hello, Pickle Boy. And Talig. I'm going to say Tal because my ability to pronounce words at this moment in time just doesn't work. And your stepdad has all this. Nice. Your stepdad has good choice in armies. World Eaters are quite a good army as far as I'm concerned. If you like melee, that is. If you like shooting stuff, then no. You want to go for Iron Warriors. If you're going Chaos, that is. So let's move all them out of the way a minute, because they're just needing some guns doing on them. They don't need much at all. I have the wet palette. See, I was really well sorted for tonight, and then I realised just before I came on that I hadn't took half my stuff. I haven't took any of my medication, so I had to go take my medication. Hence why I was a little bit late. I knew there had to be something that I'd forgotten, and there always is something. There's always something that I forget. So with a lot of these ones, because we've left them off, you can see that there's a lot of arm stuff that we've left. I don't know, Lucky. Did you have an issue with your account spamming things? If you were one of the unfortunate two, where yes, your account spammed very inappropriate stuff onto the server, then you would have either been muted or kicked, depending on which one depending on what the resulting conversation was going to be. If you have been kicked and you've resolved your issue, you're more than welcome to join back up. If you haven't resolved that issue though, if it's spamming stuff, then Discord may have done it for me. Can do. So I've had 2 today. I believe I timed out for a week. The other one I kicked at their request. So maybe it's done both. If you were, because I've had conversations today. So if I've had a conversation with you today regarding being temporarily timed out, then yeah, have a look into your account, make sure it's secure. Have a chat with Discord, make sure your account's secure, because, well, that's what happened to Panda. Panda has got a different account now, so yeah, he's been kicked, and his other account is, I think he's going to be using his other account for the time being, and then once it comes back on, he'll rejoin. But it's probably the only thing I can offer at the moment is double check with Discord, make sure that your account hasn't been compromised, and then if for some reason you have been kicked, you can rejoin. I've not banned anyone, so and you can rejoin if you wish. But I don't think I've kicked you. I don't think so. But double check with Discord, make sure your account is fine. Do the double verification thing, and yeah, that should resolve it, and then you should be allowed back on if they have kicked you off. So tonight we are doing World Eaters, and it's mostly bits and bobs, skulls, arms, a lot of awkward stuff, and some fleshy tones. So we'll be using Cadian Flesh Tone for the first part, and possibly the first time ever, just to do the fleshy bits on some of the arms. And it's only some of the arms, not, oh no, it's all of the arms, because they have wrist guards on, and then they have a little bit of flesh just behind it, which is not fun, because it's small amount of flesh. And because I've not used this paint properly for way too long, it's not in a good condition. Or it's not in the condition that I thought it was going to be, or I was hoping it was going to be. But it should still be workable, just a little bit on the wet palette there. And then I can put the lid back on that. Now hopefully I don't knock my wall down, because I have put a wall up so that my mouse is nice and separate from everything. And now let's get some flesh tone on. Good evening, Karma. How you doing, mate? You've been chatting a lot about getting bugs and bugs and bugs. I said if you want to play bugs, I have about 3,000 points worth of them in very hardy with a few big bugs, or a lot of big bugs with a few little ones, depending which way around you want to play them. I can go either. So there we have what is going to be his first fleshy arm. It's going to do all this on all 10. Luckily, I hope I'm going to be alright doing this tonight, even though my hands aren't feeling too steady. Ooh, you're playing Once Human. Isn't that the free game? We may have more people to play Space Marine 2 as well soon. Hopefully a full party. Well, it's full party of 3. It's not like there's loads of people that you can fit into it. Whose did it just do? Did it just do? Yeah, it just did his. And his. So now it's this one. This is pretty much what painting these models consists of. It's going backwards and forwards with different colours and making sure you've got them all right. Make sure you get them all right. No, for some reason the portrait mode just wasn't live for me. Let's hope it runs live now. Isn't Once Human kind of similar to Biomutant? Just you play a human rather than a little raccoony thing. I think that's right. I think that's the right game I'm thinking of. Can never be too sure. not to be too sure. But if anyone, just going back to Lucky there, if anyone's having issues with Discord, double check with Discord, make sure there's nothing wrong with your account. And if for some reason you have been logged out and kicked out of the server and your account's fine, please join back in. That being said, what was spammed in my server could have got me in legal trouble, because I am in the UK and I am apparently liable for everything that gets put on my server. And what was displayed was 18 only stuff. Good evening, Ali. Good evening. He's painting fleshy bits. He's painting lots of fleshy bits. Lots and lots of fleshy bits. Paint his arm up nice. Kitty cat's actually gone for a lie down now, so she stopped meowing at me. Because I think she's realised that I'm not going to be moving over to the sofa anytime soon. Tammin plays. Well, I have Tyranids. Calm, who's in the not the portrait, the landscape mode. He has Necron, so he'll probably disagree. But I say Tyranids are better. He can disagree as much as he wants. He's wrong. Technically I'm not Ali, but because it is my server under the laws in the UK, I am responsible. So if any under 18s were to actually see that and report me and I left it there, then I'd be going to court. I don't particularly want that, because, well, as you've quite nicely put it, I shouldn't be responsible for gobshites. But in some cases people don't realise that their account's been hacked and it's not really their fault. I mean, if it was done knowingly, then that's a different matter. But as far as I'm aware, it was not done knowingly, which is why nobody's actually been banned for it. And the fact that I got there first and none of the unpaid goons. No, so you should still be up there, Lucky. Let me just go check. So it's responding to there we go. So potentially next week, which means Francois, I believe, may wish to come up as well. If Francois is willing to. I'm not sure. Right, back onto my server. Right, work in progress. No, you're still there with your Tyranids. But you're right, I don't see you in the list. Why have you gone from the list? Right, I think I've figured it out now. Okay, Lucky, I think you may have been the result of a very, very small accident. Because I just went looking through the list and I couldn't see you, but I could see them. You posted all that crap. So I've kicked that fucker, and I've got a feeling you have been the result of a very, very small accident. You are not banned from my server at all. I am so sorry for that. Please, if you wish to click the rejoin, you are more than welcome back. But I didn't see your name in the list, but I did see that fucker's name in the list, so there we go. Because your Tyranny Warrior and everything's still there. All the people who were kicked, their stuff's been taken down. I hope it's not the accident on my end, but you're definitely not there. I've just been in to check. So if you wish to rejoin, please feel free to. Just bear with me a moment. This is response. See, sometimes clashes, like schedules clash, and this is one of them times. I've got, yeah. Helps if we could actually spell right, wouldn't it? There we go. Right, hopefully that resolves that issue. I'm so sorry, Lucky. I am, because I spotted it and I was about to call you by the Discord name on here, and then I realised, no, don't be a div. Because I've already been enough of a div today, apparently. Don't do it again. Good evening, Twisted. Those things look nice, mate. They do look nice. Those new decals. You've gone for an out of print, no longer supported chapter with the Red Scorpions. As opposed to me just went for one that never existed in the first frigging place. I'm making myself. Because I'm special like that. I'm special in a few other ways as well. Just so you all know. Especially in quite a few other ways. Got some certificates to prove it and all sorts. How has everybody's weekend been? Hope you've all had a good one. Mine was uneventful, so that's good. No bad events. Let's put it that way. No bad events. We don't want bad events. You don't need doing, and you don't need doing, and you're done, and you're done, and you're done, you're done. Alright, we need to come back and do a bit more fleshy tone under here. It's a bit dim. what's just come up now? This isn't supposed to happen. Forgot what I'm supposed to be doing now. Hi, Melsey. I don't know what that recipe is for, but it sounds nice. I'm probably going to get shouted out for doing that one, but oh well. Now, where is Francois? And are you still live on... Are you still up on that night? Are you still up? Stu's playing that. No, they're playing Magic the Gathering. Bugger. Never mind. Not much I can do if they're in the middle of a game. One thing I can do though is move my keyboard. So we've got silver to do, or gunmetal. We have the plasma pistols, the bolt pistols, and lots of skulls. Pardon me. So we're going to go to the lead belcher, which is now old and battered and hammered, and has seen much, much better days. You've got Magic installed as well. I've uninstalled Magic Arena. I was running out of hard drive space, so I uninstalled it. And then when I got my new hard drive, I've just not installed it again. Mainly because Space Marine and a few other games take up a crap ton of space. I mean, an absolute crap ton. So now silver up certain parts of the bolt pistols, mainly being the gun barrel and where the shells are going in, or the magazine, should I say. That is a good point actually, Ali. I think I will, but I'm going to have to check I've done a couple of things first. Yep, I've muted that. I've also got to go find my stream, which I think is that one. Yeah, there it is. And now I can pin that one. There we go. I can pin things. There we go. I've pinned the Discord up. Thank you, Ali. So, Lucky, if you wish to, the link is there for you to rejoin. If that doesn't work, again, I will give you a personal link, because I should be able to still get in touch with you, because your account's still there on the channel, apart from in the online bit or even connected bit, but I should still be able to send you a direct message for you to join the server. Just bear with me one moment, I just have somebody at the door. Thank you back, Lucky. They're welcome back. I'm just going to go answer the door. Bear with me 1 second, I'm the only person downstairs. Essentially twisted, yes, that was Cody dropping something off for me. That was very kind of him. I wasn't expecting it, put it that way. But still, very kind of him. She'll be very nice for after the stream. Which means most of you have probably figured out what it was. Don't type it. Please don't type it. Yes, you're right. It is that. Hello, just Rob Lee. Thank you very much. Thank you. I mean, these are nowhere near finished yet. Unless you was on about Cody dropping me. Just calling over for a brief second. Now it's guns, which in this case is a pain in the backside because they're going to have brass put on them because they've got corn iconography, but the main body of like plasma pistols and stuff are quite probably was lucky. Thank you very much for understanding. And yeah, I'm going to give you a roll just to make sure. Now I can't give you the ivory despot roll because that's for Patreon only, sadly. But I can now that you're back in. Now that you're back in, say hi, and then go find you over this side and. Oh. I'm gonna. Have you got a 3D printer? Just out of curiosity, do you have a 3D printer? Because if you do, I can put you down as that role. I don't think you want to be an unpaid goon. Clumsy's having tech issues. Clumsy's always having tech issues. I can't give you that. I can't give you my role, of course, and you can't be the boss because there's only one of them. Just to make sure it doesn't happen again, I'm going to put you down as... Yeah, there we go. That should stop it. I'm not sure. Yeah, my phone's lagging. So I've got to skip to live every now and again. Is it because I've got about 1,000,006 things running in the background? Let's exit out of Steam, that usually helps. Is the kids messing about with... No worries, Clumsy, alright. Don't blame the kids. Although, if you wish to call down next week at some point to talk cakes, feel free. And it'll give you half an hour or so away from the kids, which is always good. Yeah, for some reason, I'm not sure why my phone is lagging on this. But I need my phone up to be able to see. Actually, no, I don't know, do I? I can click that, and that makes that bigger. I can read it now, which means I can then closeth thateth, and hopefully that'll free up some more bandwidth for me, and that will help for everybody else and me not lagging. I have changed my latency. But it does just... Yeah, it just messes. Hello, Ash. Hello, we've got two Ash. We've got two Ashes in. Hello for the second one who's put hi. I'll do a hi back. Because I'm weird. Don't ask. I don't know the answer. So there's no point asking the question. Well, I do know one answer and it's 42, but we still haven't figured out how they're doing. Thank you, Twisted. Thanking you very much, Lee. That wasn't supposed to be a piss take, that, Lee. That was just a sheer accidental accent slip. Oh, I've just spotted brass area that I've missed. Good job, I've got to go back over some of it anyway, isn't it? And I've got other little brassy areas to do on the guns. Also, I've still got all Karma's Tower to do as well. Still got all Karma's Tower to do. I'm dreading it now because he's getting a 3D printer apparently, so God knows what he's going to end up with. So I've got a feeling he's going to be printing stuff off left, right and bloody centre, and he's going to end up at my house for me to paint, and then he's going to end up back at his house again. Well, at least it's, as long as it's stored at his house, I'm alright. Excellent. You're now down as technical support. In the server, you are now down as technical support, just so that mistake doesn't happen again. It's harder to kick people with physical roles. It's hard to make mistakes with people that have different coloured names. Not sure if it changes your access to stuff. Oh, you will buy it for him. You will buy it for him. I know what it's for. And, well, it's just, well, I'm assuming you combine in a couple of things together, such as Father's Day and a few other things, so that he's allowed it. But think of it this way, it could be worse. He could be asking for the new box set, which is what I'm getting for Father's Day. I'm hopefully getting Armageddon box set. You smell a manta, you can fuck right off if you think I'm painting that. Those things are huge. Like 2 foot by 4 foot for a model. It's supposed to be a miniature, and I know compared to what his actual size will be. Shh, Lucky. Shh. That's the thing you're not supposed to be able to see. So there are ways round that, people, as we just found out. If I fuck up, or if I think anything's been fucked up on the channel by a moderator or myself, then yeah, I will try to rectify it. And during that rectification, yeah, stuff might happen. Because there's not many people that have certain things. And, well, I have one channel on the entire server that is paywalled. So if I do make a mistake, there's a good chance you may get access to that paywalled section for at least a brief period, even though not much really happens in it. But it can. I mean, it's there to be used, and it's not like it's anything overly special. Yeah, airbrush does go but I've just had to run my airbrush through the sonic cleaner because I didn't get all the speed paint out of it apparently. So I've just had to run my airbrush through the sonic cleaner, and it should have worked. Hopefully it should have worked. It should have all come nicely out, but I'll find that out later. It had a mixture of paint, flow improver, washing up liquid and water to help clear the paint out, just so I don't corrode any washers or anything. Thank you very much for coming in, Ellie. You have a good night and don't work too hard tomorrow, because they don't pay you enough to work too hard. I know that for a fact because you're still having to go to work. If they paid you enough to work hard, you wouldn't have to go to work. I suppose that's kind of the problem, isn't it? Yeah. Complex, welcome in. Welcome in. When we do get round to playing Space Marine 2, there's a good chance that Calm will be playing with us. He's the one who ran me through the first couple of missions on the single player game. I know that doesn't sound right. He ran me through missions, so it was multiplayer, but it was the single player campaign. Obviously running it from me hosting and him going, no, this way, go get this, grab this, can't remember, follow the NPC. You work hard. That's pretty much what I'm doing at the moment. Is I'm just enjoying the game as I play through it, but I don't play that much, mainly because, well, you see, this is my computer setup. This is my PC setup. This is where I game. This is where I paint. So if I want a game, I've got to put like a good chunk of my painting stuff away, including models. That can take a while, even if I'm just doing it quickly, without paying too much attention to it. Just shift onto the table next to me, which is where the Orc stage is at the moment. And it's only a little table, so you can't actually take that much. Plasma pistol. Okay, because you can have 3 now, can't you? You can have 1 on the sergeant and 2 on the guys if you have a 10-man squad. See, Complex, I would have jumped in for half an hour if it weren't for the fact that I'd set all this up ready for... Let's see if I'd set all this up ready for tonight. So I couldn't jump in this evening with you either. Otherwise I would have. If Francois does pop it, no, I've already said that Francois is playing Magic. Don't want to interrupt them. Because they're doing well on Magic, in fairness. Doing really well. A very, very nasty mill deck. Just in case anyone doesn't know what Magic the Gathering is, it's a card game. And if you don't know what a mill deck is, it basically makes you discard all your cards from your deck so you can't draw them. So unless you have a lot of graveyard or playable stuff or return from graveyard stuff, it's a very nasty deck to play against. You've gone for a laptop stand. See, I've thought about various different ways to sit and paint and set this up, but with boom arms and things like that, it kind of has to be the desk. It's the only thing that can take them all, and I don't have a laptop to run it off either, so that doesn't help. I couldn't really run it off a laptop anyway, just because of the sheer quantity that I have. Laptops usually don't have enough USB ports for me, because I need what, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need at least 4 USB ports just to run the very basics. Actually, no, I need 6 USB ports to run the very basics. I do need a keyboard and mouse. And obviously 2 cameras, a microphone, a light. The light can run from just a powered USB plug. But everything else has to be put through the PC. The light is running through just a powered port, because I don't have enough USBs on my PC. Or I do, they're just all in awkward places and some stuff just doesn't reach. No matter how I try to maneuver it, it just doesn't want to go. It's kind of how I'm left now. With this setup, the cameras have to go here. I can't have them over that side. Not that I want to put them over that side, because that means you'll see all of the living room, including everyone walking through, and they don't like that. I'm the one who decided to go on YouTube. They didn't. So they don't come on YouTube. Except for Mini Laz. He likes being on camera. I don't know why. I don't think he's got any fear of it, because he sees me doing it and he knows that I do it and don't have much worry in it, so I don't think he has any fear of cameras, or at least being filmed on YouTube anyway, which I'm not too happy about. I would like him to be able to. Wires, I mean, just coming off my desk before you even get to the back of the PC, there's about 6 wires just coming from the front of my machine. Keyboard and mouse are coming round on an extension that I got off Buzzard. Thank you very much for that extender, by the way, mate. That is coming really useful. 1 USB into 2 USBs and a good distance away from where the actual port is, so I can bring it all the way over underneath my monitor, then plug the mouse and keyboard in there. Just because it's not fast enough to run the cameras. I mean, there's lots of differences and lots of things. Chat is bugged for you. That is not good. That is not good. I mean, if this stream continues to lag and be on delay for everyone, please let me know. That way I might have to end it and look at my settings. If it gets really, really bad, that is. Obviously, if it's tolerable, then that's up to you. I can't say whether something's tolerable for you. But if it is that bad, please say something. Let me know. Yes, I might end up ending the stream, but I'd rather do a stream that you can listen to and enjoy than do a stream stream that's lagging like everything. What do you mean you don't, Clumsy, what do you mean you don't see him talk? I'm talking to everybody in chat. Yes, I'm sat in a room, and yes, if you walk in the room, I'm talking to myself, because you won't realise that I've got a camera in the chat. But I was speaking to... I'll have to open the chat again now. I was talking to Lucky. Lucky was having some issues with streams and it being a bit laggy. Oh, you got an airbrush today, Lucky. Trying to connect it to your dad's compressor, but the hose fitting was the wrong size. You need to figure out what hose to get. Is it a push fit? Is it the... There's about 3 different bloody connections, isn't there? Right, let's get this last bit of silver done, and I'll see if I can find my spray box with a spare There it is, right. I know where my box with my spare bits is, so I should be able to pull out a few connectors. Now mine, if I can see it, it's the same connection at both sides, so I'm lucky in that way. I've got away with it. But I have got a lead that is capable of running the other size as well. It all came with the, essentially I got a Temu special from Amazon type thing. It was 100 and just over 100 quid, I think, remember rightly. Ah, right, okay, so he's going to test some anyway. He's going to be either, that's the last silver bit on there done, I think, for now. It's going to be either, is that the right, oh no, that's the basing box. That is not the box I thought it was. So where's the box I was thinking of? There it is, it's underneath my Dremel. And underneath the box that was going to either Lee or Graham. Lee, please let me know. See, you can either get that connection. This is the fourth connection. That's a really, really small connection. You get that connection, which is the larger one. Or, where is the push fit? Where is the push fit? I should have a push fit. Aha! So you get that one, which is how you connect these ones up to the large one. See? Nice big chunky one there. You also get this one, which will make the standard one go up a size, which is basically that size, and that'll join up to the big one. Or, if you're really unlucky, you've got one of those connections, and those just go push. Those are not the fun connections. I don't like those connections. I believe, yeah, essentially it just push fits on and then you push the connection on afterwards. Not a very good connection in my opinion, but it's a pain in the rear end. All my connections though are this size, not this size. I don't have any that big. Yeah, see, this is an air release valve, so obviously that doesn't fit on there, but my hose will fit on that bit, and this is to stop moisture, but I don't have anything that big. All my other ones, let's take this off the, oh no, let's not take that off the compressor, because I can just pull the lead. Right, all the other ones are that big, which is the right size to connect to the small section there. Now that's a standard size one as far as I know. Normally that just goes straight onto my airbrush. Where's my gravity fed one? Is that, no, where's my gravity fed airbrush? There it is. So in this case that goes straight onto the bottom of the airbrush there like that. And that's my draw feed one, not my gravity fed one. In case anyone's wondering what the difference is with this one, I get a nice big bottle like that and I pop it in there like that, and it draws from there then, rather than a gravity fed one which is like that. But they still have the same size connector, which is this blue hose size. I'm now wondering where on earth, basically I'm missing a lead at the moment. I've just been looking through. No, that's removing that bit, and I wish to remove that bit. These airbrushes come apart in far too many little pieces. So there are lots of different types of connector. But generally the medium-sized one, which is, I don't know, what is that? Is that a 10mm? Or an 8mm connection, I think that one is. As far as I know, that's the standard-ish size. But you can get enlargers should you need them. Because that doesn't even fit on my airbrush. That's just huge. I don't see why they've sent me that one. Might be in case I've got a compressor that's slightly more powerful than what I'm using. Who knows? Who knows? I don't. I have no idea. I'm silly and daft. That's why. Right, we need black and we need brass. So we're going to go for Vallejo model colour on both of them. In this case, because I'm running out of Chaos Black. Well, I'm not. I just can't find the damn things. I think they're in one of the boxes. And I really don't want to go looking through them boxes right now. So I'm just going to put a little bit of the just black. Black. It has got another one, but I'm not putting that one on screen. Because YouTube's stupid. And then brass to cover up the brass bits on the weapons that I need to do. And then a slightly smaller brush. We'll get there, Oh crap, no, I need this. I need corn red. Where's corn red? Because I see someone shoulder pad who's not been done in. Just a tiny little bit of corn red just to get in on his shoulder pad here. See, I've not done in the teeth here. I mean, I could try and paint like blue and green in there for a world. But who am I kidding? I'm not that good. I am not that good. Although I do need to catch a couple of bits that I've missed up on the axe and clean up where I've spilt over with brass in quite a few places apparently. I'm guessing this is why some people do all the trim first. But I'd rather just clean up some little bits than have to accidentally paint over trim with the main colour. Just makes it easier. Again, if I drop out of camera shot or anything like that, shout at me in the chat. Because that's pretty much how I'll find out and get it done, really. I'm not sure if I drop out of camera shot too much. If I'm not looking at the screen and I can't look at I can't look at the screen and paint at the same time, sadly. Means you've got to check out my bald head. Again, I apologise for the shine off that bugger. Look at that. It's one of them. It's one of them, innit? So shiny. It's like a lamp. Yeah, and it begins with an N. The glare. I now understand why they use makeup on film sets and stuff. It's to stop things like that from happening. And things like that. Jeez. Just punch half your setup, why don't you? Say just knock everything everywhere, because I'm clever. Dun, 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 dun. Although, look it, next time if Almuth is suggesting put a song on, request War if you want. Or Orcs, I think is the actual title that you give it. He's one of the only people who's allowed to play that song. Because he's a co-creator. Apparently I've missed a lot of these little red circly bits, haven't I? I think I might have had the idea in my head to try and do blue and red in there. Now that I've come to look at it, though, I've decided, no. Yes, Louis. Louis, more red. More skulls. Skulls for the skull throne. Blood for the blood god. Cower in fear, you puny mortals, for today Khorne has come to claim you. It's just cleaning up everywhere that I've messed up with the brass. Even though I've got to come back in with brass and do other bits, we have to clean up lots of areas as well. There once was a god that came to me. He said, will you spill blood? Easily, freely, I said, yes sir, yes I will. So he gave me skulls for the throne god. We'll make the blood all flow, collecting skulls for the skull throne. We will rend them with axe and sword and make it bloody fight. Once we're done, we'll collect them all, we'll pile them up and sing this song. We'll chant this song for our Lord and pray for the blood god. Ever see the Gormonger? Oh yes, I saw basically the only form of humans that look good for Khorne. Because I missed the box set and I've decided to proxy 8 pounds, I won't be getting any, sadly. My next official purchase will be 11th. Well, it won't be my official purchase, it'll be Sparkles who's getting it. But yeah, that's my next official Games Workshop model set is going to be the 11th edition box set, which means Orcs. And Space Marines, which means they'll have a lot of intercessors to chop up, because I've got a fucking crap load already. Although if they do turn tactical squads into Legend, put them in Legends, then I might make use out of the intercessors just to bulk a few up to 10-man squads. Because that will be needed by that point. I'll need 10-man squads of intercessors rather than 5-man squads. And then I'm going to have to put some of the tactical marines onto larger bases and try and incorporate their current bases into the basing of the actual model, just so I can bring them up to size. That way models like Dave, which I did find and I can't remember where I've put him now. Dave? Where you gone, Dave? There's Dave. Well, good for you. At least somebody was happy. No, that's not Dave. Dave is back here. I've just seen him. There's Dave. That's Dave. Dave's a very old Terminator from a Blood Angel days. My first Space Marine army with Blood Angels, by the way. Look at those chevrons, aren't they nice? Painting's come along a long way since then, even I'm not that daft to not notice that much. Ooh, 32mm bases. Well, what I was going to do, because I've got a load of pre-cut ones. I think we've got 200 just MDF 32mm bases. I was going to use them, glue the plastic bases onto it, and then use other bits like caulk and basing material to just build around the edges, and then a bit of astro granite on top just to try and blend it all in, and then hopefully it'll all work nicely. I won't find out until I try it, and I don't intend to try it until 11th edition's out. I can't actually read that name in purple. Louis, who's typed in the middle of you? Can't read the name. They're a lucky bugger, I know that much. Walking away with a big smile on the face from the car park. Not exactly appropriate for the type of stream that I'm doing, but some people just don't read rooms. Of course, we're all just assuming that that's female, because if they're male, that is a bit of a different connotation. Guessing still walking away happy, but maybe walking a bit more like John Wayne. Don't you just love clean-up sections? Love doing clean-up. It's the favourite part of any model, isn't it? Can't read it either, too purple. Fair enough. Can't read the name. I can read what they said, but that's about as far as it goes. We really don't need a play-by-play. So if we do end up with a play-by-play, that's why we have moderators. No, to be quite honest, I don't care about it being printed. My proxy 8 pounder are all 3D printed. My Bear Dreadnought is 3D printed, obviously. My Assault Terminators with Thunder Hammers and Storm Shields are not even Space Marines. They're from one-page rules. I like proxies. Proxies are good. My Angry Ron is a Demon Orc. Just painted red with silver dreadlocks for his butcher's nails. Or silver and brass dreadlocks for the butcher's nails. Yeah, you can get some globby paint jobs, but I found that's something you don't really get out of much until you put enough practice in to realise, oh shit, that's what I'm doing wrong. I mean, people can tell you till they're blue in the face. unless it actually dawns on you. It's like, oh, that's what they all meant by do that. Right, now I get it. You're not going to get away from globby paint jobs. I mean, even painters like me will use straight from the pot, which obviously you're not supposed to. The two thin coats idea is what you're supposed to do, which is why you get a wet palette, so it thins it down very slightly, just enough so you can go straight from the pot to the wet palette, and the wet palette thins it out for you. No. Although I can't really say much because my first armies were like that. My first armies were horrible, but my first armies were painted up in the 90s. So this is before it became big enough for people to go, ooh, two thin coats. Here's some painting techniques. Here's some ideas on how to do it. So some of my armies were definitely globuled. Like Dave, you saw a minute ago. He's got about 3 layers of paint on him, and he's not thinned. I think he's got blue under him. If it was to strip him down, I think he turns into an ultramarine partway through. Because that's what they were painted as off the person that I bought them from. Well, didn't buy them. Yeah, no, did I buy them? It's been too long, I can't remember now. I don't think I bought them. I don't think there was an exchange in cash anyway. I think it was more of an exchange of goods. I think it might have been the Amstrad that we swapped. Or were these the leftovers? I can't remember. I've been doing this for that long, I can't actually remember where half my models came from. I can't say much. All my Tyranids, all 3,000 points with them, are in the Leviathan box. All of them. But they have been painted, they have been pasted. And you can take them out of the box and they look okay. You just got to put them back in the box very bloody carefully. And I'm guessing that's going to be the difference, is the fact that I put them back in very bloody carefully because I don't want to mess them up. And he's just gone whoosh. Yeah, I'll do. It's like, no, that won't do. No, that won't do. Sort it out. Put them in neatly. Stack them. Make sure you've got nothing going overlapping that's going to break or cause dings or dents. He took a Redemptor Dreadnought and shot. He's a fucking idiot. See, my Dreadnoughts go in my specified vehicle box. That's how bad it. My Space Marines all actually have boxes. Actual cases with foam. Well, what I can fit in the cases with foam is Space Marines. I do have more Space Marines than I have foam for, so there are some that are in different boxes, but they're all in small boxes that just about fit the models in. So you're not getting a Dreadnought in the box that's got my Terminators in. Not a chance. It's too thin, it's a laptop box. And I know I said I don't own a laptop. Just because I don't own a laptop doesn't mean there isn't one in the house. It just means that I can't use it for streaming. Because it's somebody else's. Is that still shiny inside his helmet here? That is, isn't it? Right there. Still too shiny. Still too shiny. There we go. Whoever said this hobby is easy was a lying. Just saying that now. Lying. Look at this hobby is not easy. All I'm doing is clean up, clean up, clean up. This is my own fault for being sloppy in the first place. But there wasn't really much you can do when you're trying to do it at like a 0.5 millimeter line in brass. Ooh. How to work on the Risen. The Risen, are they Dark Angels? Are they the ones that Johnson's turned around and said, yeah, even though you screwed up a bit and you've been fighting against the Imperium for a bit, come fight with me and it'll all be right. Is that lot? Because I know there's some that he's taken a little bit of a fancy to. Because they were the Fallen at one point. And they were hunted down by all the Dark Angels chaplains and the Raven Wing and the Death Wing. Green Wing, didn't know anything about them. They're still too new. But the rest of the chapter, no. Well, the first and second companies, they know what's going. They knew the crack. They knew the score. They knew the traitors. Oh, the chapter master of the red. Right. Okay. So no, I'm thinking of something completely different now. So what are the Dark Angels called? That Lionel Johnson's. Are they the Redeemed? Or something equally as ridiculous as that. Because they've not been redeemed. He's just realised he's running out of fucking guys and thought, right, you lot are going to listen to me, so you come on. In you go. Encased in his custom dreadnought. Chapter master in a dreadnought, and every unit's got an apothecary. Red Scorpions suck. I mean, it sounds like an absolutely fantastic chapter, but if it was accurate rules on tabletop, that's a lot of apothecaries, and that's a crap ton of Marines to take down. The Fallen and then the Redeemed, right? Okay. So I wasn't going completely nuts, just partially. Just partially crazy. Which is a good sign, because whoever wants to go completely nuts, eh? Nobody wants to go completely nuts. Not that you often get the chance to, or the options. Some of us are just crazy from birth. Some of us develop it through life. The ones who start out at birth with it are the lucky ones, because they don't know any different. The ones who develop it through life, well, yeah, you're getting crapped on because, well, you knew better and now no, it's not working no more. That's how it works. Sorry. At least if you didn't know any better, you don't know what you're missing. If you did know better first and you've known otherwise, then you've realised what you've lost. So you're saying you don't know what you've got till it's gone. So if you've never had it in the first place, you won't miss it. Same with sanity. You've never had sanity before. you don't know what you're missing out on, so you think you're normal. And to you, you are. Or to me, I am. Being crazy is fun sometimes. Anyway, Ivory next. Don't know what's going through my head right now. I've got 16 different things going through my head right now. 2 of them are my head trying to make a corn shanty, and it's just not working. Mix up the pain. Okay. Sorry. Very odd person tonight. Very odd person. Ivories, and then we want to go for the gun bits as well. So I'm going to put a blob of ivory there. Then I'm going to come back and do the. No, I'm going to have to do the skulls first. Let them dry, and then come back and do the. Right. I've got an idea of what I'm doing. Only an idea, mind you. Don't actually know for certain. If ever I knew for certain, I would expect you all to run for the hills. Laz is sure on something. Laz is acting with confidence and doing everything right for a change. That's when you know you need to leg it. He would be better served by death metal, but metal's been done for the orcs. Out of the 2, I think metal suits orcs more than world eaters. So the orcs got the metal. Otherwise, he's just 2 lines for orcs. For world eaters, for metal, it's blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne, and that's it. Whereas a shanty allows you to, kind of forces you to put a couple of different lines in there, so it's not just the same 2 things over and over again with a big heavy riff over the top. Now I've already sent Alma a small part of a sea shanty style song that I tried to do for the World Eaters. It wasn't very good, but it was a start. At least something I can build from. We're going to have to go for a bit of nicotine in a moment. Let's get these skulls done first. See, I spotted that one there then. He was hiding on the end of his belt, weren't it? Oh, we have phallic heads. Look at that. It's like the equivalent of a human unicorn. And all a unicorn is the phallic headed horse. We have people coming downstairs. So let's get this skull done. Do 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 do. And then once we've got the skulls done, we put a little bit of white on the plasmas. A little bit of a light colour on the plasmas as well, just so that when we hack in with it in this section here with blue speed paint, it works. Yeah, getting addicted to nicotine, I've got to say, is a bit of a shit thing. I did really well quitting right up until I found out one of my sisters had brain cancer. And then through that ordeal, it was just too stressful to actually quit at the time. I mean, I was going to say she's all right now. She's not, but she's out of hospital and she's been in recovery for a while. It's just not been making it very easy to come off nicotine. Now, I know I've kept that very quiet, so please, Dad, sympathies. I'll thank you, but I don't. It's not that I don't appreciate them; it's I don't require them. If you say, obviously, if you're feeling bad for it, I can't stop that. And if you wish to offer condolences or anything, then thank you very much. But it's been quite a few years now, so I'm kind of, yeah. Put it this way, you've only just heard about it now that she's not in care. So for the past few years, that is something I have been dealing with. You go make your wife some dinner, Twisted. I hope it's something nice. Is it tacos? Is it burritos? Are we going oriental? Wait, what are you having tonight? Knowing you, it's going to be something nice, because I've seen half the stuff you do. It looks bloody gorgeous. I'm not going to lie, it does look really bloody nice. I intend to give it a go again, because the patches actually work. I just need to. It's a frame of mind thing now. It's a frame of mind thing. You've got to want to quit, and I did, and I was doing really well. Now not so much, because I'm using it as the crutch that it was to start with. So it's not as easy to quit now, because I don't want to, or not as much as I did. Still part of me that wants to quit, obviously, but it isn't easy. You forgot to go get yourself some toast or something, like an egg on toast or bacon, something quick. Bowl of cereal, that'll do. Grab yourself a bowl of cereal. Nice and quick. Skulls, 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 skulls. Oh, forgot the one on his knee. All I want to do is get skulls done. Then I go for a cigarette. That's it. Go for a cigarette. Anyone got a request for some copyright-free music to all listen to? Whilst I am away. And I'll remember to put the Rogues Den Hobbies logo thingy up in it this time. Well, that would be one way, Twisted. That's more of a you're quitting whether you want to or not. That's what that one was. They send you into the middle of the woods and go, right, you're giving up. Yeah, you're giving up. Oh, you're finding something else to smoke. And it might not be tobacco and it might not be good for you. Not that tobacco's good for you, but Yeah, smoking some mushrooms is not necessarily the best idea either. And you can find mushrooms in the forest, dry them out. They've got little red spots on them or little white spots on them, stay away. Them's not the ones you want. Well, they might be actually, depends on what you're looking for, I suppose. But if you're looking for a nicotine hit, that's not the ones you want. They'll just have you tripping your bollocks off for about 3 days. Beep beep to you too? I have no idea if that's actually somebody sent me a message regarding the stream saying, Lars, you're on the wrong topic, shut the fuck up. It happens. No, it was nobody wishing to speak to me. Okay. If you don't wish to talk to me, then you don't have to. It's not part of the law. You've got a corn icon on your gun, but you've got a skull on your gun. Little tiny skull there, see? Oh no, there we go, in focus. Ish. And then one on this side. And then one on the bottom of that chain. Because why the bloody hell wouldn't there be? Because it's skulls for the skull throne. This guy's doing really well. He must have employee of the month. Look, he's collected quite a few. He's got 1, 2, 3. He's collected 4. He's doing all right with his collection. Yeah, I would think smoking fungus would be a bad idea as well. Depending how desperate you get, I suppose. You might be willing to try shit that you don't normally try. Look, people have to find out about narcotics some way or another. And the only way I can think of is somebody needed something else and was pretty damn desperate and tried something different. Or by accident, like the guy who found out about LSD. Because he got a little bit on his finger when he was messing around with a wheat ergot that had some mold on it, and then cycled home tripping his bollocks off. And this was before LSD was a thing, so he didn't know what was happening. He was just seeing weird shit while he was riding home. Next day, controlled test, figured out what happened. Smart man. Can't remember his name though. Well, it was 11 o'clock. We've been going for an hour and a half. Hey, normally I've gone for a cigarette break and come back by now. This time, I think it's because my mouth's not stopped moving much. That might be the reason why. And I might have just painted half the side of my head with a bit of brass. Oh well. Could do with a bit of colour up there anyway. Preferably not brass, but colour's colour. Oh, that's more clothy stuff. Yep, more clothy stuff. Which also gets the ivory treatment. Night, mate. See you later, Cal. Let me know when you want to play with Tyranids, and I don't mean like that. We're looking for skulls to paint. So another one down here. That way we can give them a chance to dry, and we can come and wash them afterwards. Beep beep to you too. Right in there to get his crotch cloth. Or his dick wrapper, whatever you want to call it. The bit that covers his groin. That bit. Skull on his gun. Now lucky I've got to paint all this black again afterwards, so I'll just bash that skull out there. More of a dry brushy style. Makes it easier to wash. And then we go on to the big ones. Normally I know I put the phone on silent, but tonight I'm actually expecting messages, which is not very professional of me. But if you've been here before, you know exactly how professional I am, and I'm professional as I need to be for this to be my therapy. Which has had to be therapy for a lot of stuff over the last couple of years. Having some kind of outlet where you can focus yourself is a nice thing, I must admit. Right, you've got to have a skull on you somewhere. If you've not got a skull on you and that guy's got 4, you're really slacking, mate. You're really slacking. Anything on the knee? No. Anything on his knee? Nope. Anything on his knee? So, oh, Mr. Skull. Mr. Skull. There's 2 skulls. That one's going to be awkward to get to. That one's really awkward to bloody get to. And the face there. See the one on his leg? Missed that one as well. This is why we come back and forth and back and forth, making sure we catch the areas that we need to, and make sure everywhere gets the coat of paint that it should. Halves of handles and things. I don't want to do them all, because I do like some variance within my units, which is why it's not the exact same colour techniques that I'm using to do these. Time to 3D print some skulls, a couple of 1,000 of them, build them up into a skull throne. Ooh, oh no, look, you just give me another idea for another big project, so I've not even finished my arc stage yet. I do, however, need to get cracking with the electronic side of that, because it really needs doing, and I'm failing miserably at it. I'm popping more LEDs than I'm getting put on the board. Which is why I could really do with your help, Lee. Really, really do with your help. I mean, I'm getting practice. I'll probably be able to do it in the future, but I need to get this project finished. This project needs to be done before October. Because yes, I want this set up on the DJ booth when I get married. I am going to have my Ark Rock stage there, and I am cutting my cake with a sword. Ooh, and they're scaled to Space Marine heads. Definitely build a Skullthrone out then. Okay, I shall be back shortly. I need Rogue's Den Break, which is that one. And I know anyone watching me on portrait mode, you can still see me. Hello. I'm not going to put the Ark song on again. We're going to go back to Arius Nation. And we are going to look for, has he got any? That's metal like an Egyptian, we don't want that. Where's the one we usually do? Where's the one we normally have? There it is. Found it. And I shall be back soon.
was a crowded show. Flooded lights in the undertow. Every face was a mirrored flame. Every voice still calls my name. We were sparks against the dark. Every lyric lit a mark. Still I feel it, still it stays. Calling through the static. Distant signals in the sky tonight. Every heartbeat screaming back in time. We were reckless. We were never blind. The fire we lit will never die. Static fades, but the sound remains. Every song still runs in our veins. We'll never fade, we'll never fold. These echoes never get old. suburban skies. Dreams too big for a town this size. Every street feels like a cage. Every mile is another stage. We're burning faster than the ground. Every silence makes a sound. Chasing signals out of sight. Runaway hearts into the night. Like runaway satellites we fly. Breaking free from the weight of time. Every orbit pulls us high. We were made to cross the line. Flickering lights on the interstate. Every choice feels a little late. We don't belong where the echoes fade. We'll light it up with the mess we made. We're burning faster than the ground. Every silence makes a sound. Chasing signals out of sight. Runaway hearts into the night. Like runaway satellites we fly. Breaking free from the weight of time. Every orbit pulls us high. We were made to cross the line. We won't crash, we won't fall. Gravity can't take it all. Every scar is proof we tried. Every night we're amplified. Like runaway satellites we fly. Breaking free from the weight of time. Every orbit pulls us high. We were made to cross the line. We were made to cross the line. Another night we can't explain. Cover stories, different names. Signals fade into the skies. Running wild under starlit lines. We're not the saints they thought we'd be. We're chasing ghosts they'll never see. Every secret, every fight. We were sparks against the night. We made starlit alibis. Falling fast but still alive. Oh, oh, oh. We were reckless, we were free. Lost in our own history. Oh, every street, a forgotten stage. Echoes drifting past the age. Broken truths that we can't erase. Constellations mark this place. We're not the saints they thought we'd be. We're chasing ghosts they'll never see. Every secret, every fight. We were sparks against the night. We made starlit alibis. Falling fast but still alive. You folded notes in the shape of stars, left them hidden in my car. Every word was a lifeline then, but the paper's wearing thin again. I swore that I would never break, but promises are hard to take. If love was built on fragile things, we're just flying on paper wings. Paper wings won't hold the sky, but we still try. We still try. Every fall just feels the same, but I still call out your name. Your voice still lives in a melody. Every chorus haunting me. Torn apart by the words we chose. Every story comes and goes. I swore that I would never break, but promises are hard to take. If love was built on fragile things, we're just flying on paper wings. Paper wings won't hold the sky, but we
Okay, hopefully that's running a lot better now. I'm back. Hopefully people are still here. Graham, hello, hello. AI music, well, it's copyright free, and I know the person who prompted it to be written, and he's given permission to use it, so yay. He's got loads on there, it's just not all of it's very suitable for the stream. Right, where were we up to? We're up to black now on the guns, aren't we? How's he doing, Graham? How's he doing? I remembered to put it up this time. So if anyone is curious about my bear knot and the proxies that I use for Terminators and the proxies that I use for 8-bound and proxies if you want to run Leagues of Votan and a crap load of D&D characters and little NPCs and animals, and also and if you like cats, please go check out that Rogue's Den Hobbies that was advertised there and use the code LAS10 at discount at checkout for the 10% discount. There is lots of nice things on there. The only thing that's stopping me from buying more stuff from there is the fact that I'm getting married. And I have 3 usable no heart. Cheers Dan. It's your music that's just been on, so yes, anyone who likes that AI music that's just been on, Arius Nation is where it came from. Really, kid? I've put my coat down in front of where you wanted to lie down, haven't I, kiddie? That's why you're shouting at me. Black guns. So yeah, Arius Nation is, in fact, well, as I said, I will still be getting the 11th edition box set when that comes out, because that's my Father's Day present. So there's still stuff that I will be getting, but that was talked about way before I even started World Eaters, because I kind of had a feeling it'll be coming out this year anyway. Oh no, Graham! Please say you've not just it. Did it survive? Did it survive, Graham? Dan, are you driving, by the way? Just out of curiosity, if you are driving. Because I was supposed to have a guest up tonight. I was supposed to have one or two. One of two. One completely forgot about it and is doing their own stream. And the other one is now playing Magic the Gathering. So neither one of them's coming up. But if you would like to join me, mate, feel free. Just say and I send you link. And my streams are always during the commute, right? So that narrows that down. No, you're driving. You ain't coming up. That narrows that down really quickly and really easily. I'm going to have to go later one night, aren't I? I'm going to have to do like a late stream one night. Do another one of them 5-hour ones. Can't do it tonight because I've got to be up early in the morning to take Mini Lass to school. Oh, you are joking me. Was that one of the dwarves with that amazing denim? Please don't say it was one of the dwarves with the amazing denim. Because that denim was good. But it looked like it was time consuming to get it. Because you've got the textures just right on it. Even though there is no... I'm going to have to go move my coat for the cat. Fine, I'm coming to shift it so you can get back into your comfy spot. Yeah, I'm coming to shift it so you can get into your comfy spot. There you go. My coat's out your way now. You can go get into your blanket and your cushion. Printing a new one though, Graham. That's not good, mate. That's not good. I mean, it could have been worse. You've only stood on one. It's not like you have to reprint them all. But still, no. I saw the amount of effort you put in. It is nearly over. It is. You've got a Lord and Juggernaut then. And the Jackals. And the dudes on bikes. And a few other things that I'm missing because they just don't want to deliver to my local store. Don't ask me why they don't want to deliver to my local store, but they don't. Oh, you didn't crush the painted ones, that's good. Phew. I thought you crushed the painted one for a second then. I mean, if it's not a painted one, then it's not too bad. You can reprint it and just then paint. But if it was one of the painted ones, that's a lot of work gone into them. A lot of work. You don't want to be having to do all that again. Which is why I'm glad I've not painted my stomper yet, because that's still in bits. Three to 4 hours to pay off that? That is really, really fucking quick. In fairness, that's quick even for me. Even the small little D&D characters took me about an hour and a half to 2 hours each to paint. So to do 3, yeah, it's longer than what it took you to do them to not as high a quality. We are slowly getting there, people. We are slowly getting there. Pistol holders. Obviously his pistol is in his hand, so it's not in the holder, not in the holster. And I know, Dan, these are nothing compared to something that you've got. You may say so, thank you very much. This is the second batch of 10. And then next week I should be starting the third batch, which are the sword variants of these. Because I have two official Berserker packs, and one that's been made from just a Chaos Legionnaires pack. So just give them all plasma pistols and bolt pistols and chainswords, and they are done. The problem is they lose out on the big heavy weapon. They don't have the big heavy weapon in them. I think I do have one that I've painted up as a what are they called? Oh, no worries, Dan. You have a good evening, mate, and give my best to the missus and the little one. I still can't get that dragon right. I don't know when I'm ever going to get that dragon right. It's just, yeah, it's irritating me now. It's getting to the point where it just won't happen. It's supposed to be a little boy handing a sword to a dragon, and that's all it's supposed to be. Can I get it right? Can I? It's just going wrong every time I attempt it. Every time I attempt it, it just goes wrong. Now I've tried it with digitally. I've tried it with pen and paper, which is my preferred method, which would be pen and paper, and that didn't work. So I'm going to have to try again and again and again. I'm just so out of practice with drawing that it's not making it fun. It really isn't. Okay, it's going to be a lot of washes to go on after this lot. A lot of washes. So get all the painting done, and then I can wash them. I don't think I've got the flesh tone wash out, actually, which is the main area that I'm going to have to wash, is the arms. So I don't want to be getting the corn icon. I'll be avoiding that as much as I can, so a little corn icon on his gun does not get covered. And then lots of Agrax washes, and then I need to find the actual yeah, where's my skin wash? Skull. Ah, shit. Big white splodge right where I don't want it. So we get water in there, and then we get a little bit of kitchen roll. And get that in there as well, and that should hopefully help remove all the bad ivory from in there, which it has done mostly. Excellent. What do you think of the tan leather gloves and boots instead of the usual dark stuff. I mean, tan leather's good. The variant on it is nice. As I said, those ones that you've put up in the finished model section, looking outstanding, mate. Absolutely looking outstanding. I wish I could paint that well. In fairness, I probably could if I spent more time painting and practicing, but I don't, so it's going to take me a bit longer to get up to there, by which point obviously you'll have gone further past and got better. So I'm still going to be playing catch up to you and Twisted. Yeah, I know, Graham, you spend far too much time as far as I'm concerned. Probably not enough time as compared as other people are concerned. Move LEDs. Drop my snips because I'm clever. Reichland Flesh Shade, there we go. Reichland Flesh Shade and Agrax Earthshade. These are the two washes that we need for this now. So we're going to start with Agrax. No, it's not. Dumbass. I need to do 3 plasma pistols first, which in that case is Highland Lord Blue Speed Paint. And that's just to go over the little bits of the back of the plasma guns, just to make them plasma looking. Alright. You've got a plasma gun. Way too much on there. Uno. Plasma gun done. Uno, dos. De. Uno, de, and drei. If you're gonna do it in a different language, at least choose two. I probably could paint them, I just get frustrated and bored. This is why these take me so long. I could probably sit down and just paint all these in one go. It's just my head wouldn't be in it towards the end, and that's not good. You need to be in the right mindset, and you need to be in the right frame of mind to do this. Colours is a big thing. I've got to be. I have to be thankful for the influx of colour that I got, because I did get an absolutely massive set. Well, not a massive, but I got a lot of GW paints. A lot of them needed chucking because they were old, but the ones that were salvageable certainly helped fill in a few areas where I was missing paints, like Incubi Darkness, a few purples, you know, just a couple of the paints that I was, shades and things that I was missing. And a few extra pots of those that I use frequently. Got an extra corn red in there. Didn't get any extra ivories, which is bad for me because I like ivory a lot. I much prefer ivory to white. better colour to work with, as far as I'm concerned. We'll wash over all the skulls and all the handles and things just to... In the case of the handles that I've painted ivory, it's more of a tint. But with the skulls, it's definitely a recess wash. Deep in the eyes, the temples. Knock over this. They do, that's another reason why I prefer ivory. I mean, to lighten and darken, you're really looking at yellows and blues, and you've got to look at the core, the core for the colour itself. Which is weird that I even know that. Right, you're done. You're done. Let's bring you out, and then I can put you, right, move all you over here. And then I start putting done ones over there. As per usual, I paint to tabletop minimum. Minimum standards 3 colours. So red, brass, ivory, black should cover that 3 colour minimum. You would think. If anyone really has a problem that my Khorne army is majority red, it's like, well, yeah, that's what colour they are. Ooh. 3 colours. Yeah, I don't do the basing until the very last though. My basing is really, really easy when it comes to most things, because I use tea leaves, and it gives all my armies the same basing then. So Tyranids, Khorne, Space Marines, everything gets tea leaves as a base. My actually better basing stuff I'll use on projects. 3 colours plus bases. I know. I will be basing these, but that's just PVA and dip. PVA and dip. Basing's easy. Maybe stick a couple of little bits on the base if I need to. If I feel it's necessary. An extra rock or a helmet or something. I might even stick a Tyranid head or something on these. Or if I've got any spare Eldar heads or anything, whap them on there. And I've just realised the ones that I'm putting over there aren't finished. Some of them still need a tiny bit of brass on the guns. And they all need the flesh tone colouring as well. All of them that have bare arms need flesh tones, which is Reikland Flesh Shade. Is it Reikland Flesh Shade? Yeah, Reikland Flesh Shade. Oh, you're on about the magical world of sparkles and oak. Yeah, that project took me a year, and although I finished the building and the painting, I believe if you look in the Sparkles and Oak discussion channel, there should be Sparkles and Oak's stat sheets are done. Smash's data sheet is mostly done, and anyone who's familiar with D&D would find it easy enough to finish that off, because it's just like the features, and it's pretty straightforward then, because I think I've written at the top of the sheet what type of paladin he is, so it's pretty straightforward. Yes, it was before you got kicked out of the server by accident. I am sorry. I'm never going to live that down, am I? Oh dear. Well, yeah, it is. You got to look in the Sparkles and Oak discussion section. That's where the data sheet, the stat sheets are going. As soon as I have at least 3. At the moment, I've got a cleric, I've got a druid, and I've got a paladin, so that should be enough to run a very basic small 3-person party. I will be running, basically I need to finish Smash off so I can run a one-shot using the characters and figure out how I'm going to set it up to run it over Discord. Well, that's my intention for them, so I have to finish off the stat sheets for them, which I am working my way through slowly. I have a lot of them built on a third-party app. I've just got to transfer them over onto an actual sheet so that whoever wishes to play can download it, and then you can obviously use it during the game. Sparkles will be taking part in the game, so she will be choosing either Sparkles or Oak. I don't know which one, but I can guarantee you it'll be one of them, because Sparkles Oak is her screen name and they are the title characters for it. They are her characters. The Barbarian Butterfly, oh, should I say my Barbarian Butterfly, is not done yet. Neither is Dave and David, because that is the most awkward character I have ever built in my life, and I'm not sure how to run a paladin, a barbarian sorcerer that is technically 2 characters as 1 character. I'm gonna need some real help with that one of very experienced people, if anyone's willing. 5th edition rules. You have a totem barbarian, which is the baby owlbear, and you have a psychic sorcerer, which is the bug thing on his back. Now the psychic sorcerer can't talk, and the barbarian's dumb. And I don't mean he can't talk either, I just mean he's thick as 2 short planks. But if the little bug on the back wants to cast a spell, he tells the barbarian what things to say, and he can cast them. Or he can use sorcery points to quicken the spell. Not quicken, subtly cast the spell. So once I actually get all them, at least I need to get Shamash finished first, because he's the paladin, and I at least want to get a couple of fighters and a rogue if I can, or Ali. If I can get Ali sorted, I'll be happy. Ali's the bunny barbarian, mine's the butterfly barbarian. Ali's easier to do because she doesn't have a fly speed. Working out the details with the printer guide to enlarge some decals and even render some icons in 3D. If you have the black and white image of the logo, it's a 2-second job to make them 3D and stand out. Have you got a black and white picture, Twisted? And Graham, to save me even more money, I'm not sure how time consumed Lee is at the moment, but I'm guessing quite a lot, because he's not got back to me about sending him the spare Bluetooth box. Would you be willing to do that for me, Graham? Just as a little something different for a change. Thank you very much, mate. I mean, it wasn't completely planned out. Well, it was. I knew I was going to do multiple layers, and each layer was going to be a different kind of biome. So it starts with the like beachy, sandy level, and then works up into like a rocky level on one side, and then a building area the other with a ruin area on top. So there's like living quarters, and areas down underneath, which is just the general what they use. Now, in fact, while we are talking about this, there is obviously a backstory as how they all ended up there. And I can actually tell you all the backstory now, because I've figured out some of the finer points. You are all exiled from your initial world, all 30 odd characters. Now, you are not all friends when you left, but when the Ancient One, which is Sparkles and Oak's grandfather, was protecting your realm from being devoured, he realised he couldn't defend it all while you were there. So he sent you to what he created for Sparkles and Oak to be a training ground, and he sent everybody there and sealed it. It has now been approximately 15 years since that has happened, and the portal at the end of the dock has reopened. And through the portal comes requests from different realms that are also suffering from something or another, where they are requesting help. There will be usually they come in the form of a message in a bottle. Once the message has arrived, the island gathers up and decides who's going out to help. Obviously, in this first case, it's going to be Smash, Sparkles, Oak, and if anyone else wants to take part and you pick a character, we can build that character sheet up as well. And then those go through the portal into another realm. Now, that realm could take you all sorts of places. You could end up in all sorts of places. You could end up in the 41st millennium. You could end up in Cats and Catacombs. You could end up in all sorts of different places, because you never quite know which realm you're going to get sent to, or the reception you will receive. But each mission will be different. None of them ever actually set on the island. They will always be set off the island. That way it gives anyone wishing to do a one-shot, not just me, anyone wishing to do a one-shot, a little bit more play in how and what you're facing and how the story runs. Now, the idea is for it to mostly be one-shots. I'm not saying campaigns can't be made, but mostly one-shots. So you have been locked on this island for 15 years, and all of a sudden you are now getting hailed for requests. Yeah, one-shots generally are a 3-session thing. It's a session 0, and then the one-shot session where the party gets stuck behind a door, which is why it's a portal. You can't get stuck. You can't get stuck on the first door. Or I hope not. If you somehow manage to not get through the portal, I'm giving up, because you literally just walk to the end of the dock, go through. From there, though, yeah, there's a good possibility that doors, just general party deciding not to walk that way. No, I've not played Baldur's Gate 3, but I've made this portal really easy to get through. I've made it so you just walk through it. You take the piece of paper with you, and it takes you to the right place, to the person that sent the actual request. Good night, Graham. Thank you for calling in, mate, and good luck getting that next set printed off. Because those dwarves look absolutely fucking awesome. Not gonna lie. Those dwarves look great. And this is the last bit of wash, I believe. Have I finished before midnight? 2.5 hours. Have I finished before midnight? That is the question. Nope, because I've still got a little bit of brass to do on the bolt guns, on a couple of them. So let's find out who's got brass bolt guns. Not you. And I have to put a big, dirty, great big slaver of this right on there. You've got a corn icon on your bolt gun. Not bolt pistol even. Your plasma pistol's done, your plasma pistol's done. Your plasma pistol's done. You have skulls. You have a corn icon. You would find a way to mess up the portal. Well, this is going to be the fun thing. Sparkles is going to be playing, and she knows all she has to do is keep hold of that piece of paper, and all of you can get through. After that, my Dungeon Master's capabilities get put really to the test. Really to the test, because, well, people have a habit of wandering off and doing other things. Yeah, true. All Harry had to say was Diagon Alley, and yeah, he just went diagonally. He only went 1 or 2 stops too far though, so that's not too bad. Righty here. So now we have 10 with axes. I think, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with axes, 10 with swords and pistols, but only one's got a plasma pistol in that unit, which is going to have to be the sergeant because I want it to be. And that means next week, here's the fun bit, next week we get to start all of these. All of these. Don't cast fireball on Sparkles or Oak. Dexterity is their dump stat. They're turtles. They are turtles. Don't cast fireball on Sparkles and Oak. In fact, although saying that, I don't have a stat sheet for any of the wizards. In fact, where's the book gone? My book with my names and stuff. See, we've got Cal Hulu at the moment. Who's not been done? The Lizard Wizard has not been done yet, which is the metallic blue lizard. He's not been named yet, so he won't have a stat sheet. Neither will the yellow turtle, because he's not been named yet, or she's not been named yet. Smash is a paladin of the crown and Dragonball. Red. Do we actually have any other wizards? I have a war cleric. I have an eldritch knight. I have a lawbard. I have monks. I have a valabard. I have an assassin in D&D, which is the barbarian sorcerer. Cleric, druid, sorcerer. Oh no, Gris. Gris is the shark wizard. So we do have a wizard. 2 fighters, 2 paladins, a lot of bards. We have 1 warlock, which is a Pact of the Tome. A couple of barbarians. Oh no. Jeff the Barbarian Butterfly is a Storm Herald, and Ali is the Totem. We have a Forge Cleric. We have a couple of monks. We have Barnaby the Thief Rogue Bat, and we also have the Assassin Penguin, which hasn't been given a name yet. Do we have a sorcerer? I'm sure. What's she called? Where's she gone? Storm. Storm is a sorcerer, but is a dragon heritage sorcerer. Who's the pink one in the water section. Gris is the blue one in the water section. So, if I was to get given Baldur's Gate 3, I would go either War Cleric or Forged Domain Cleric, just because I know I can break them. 20 plus AC at level 1. Yeah, I'll go with that. So we have 20 Berserkers ready for the table, with a further 10 to go and 10 to buy. Seeing as the discussion has ended up on D&D characters, if you would like to create a character sheet for a character that has not been done so far, as I said, there's only 3 in there. Ask me if I've done any on the thingy one first, and then if I've not, level 7, I'll tell you the class. Some of them will require some special workings because they're all anthropomorphic animals, so some will be getting special rules, like Sparkles and Oak can't wear armor, but they have a natural AC of 18 because of the shell. Not very fast with dexterity, but wisdom's through the roof. In fact, I can bring that up, can't I? If I go back into Discord, and find my own server, that does help. And Sparkles and Oak discussion, Oak PDF, open. Okay, so what? Oak is a druid, circle of the land, level 7, 105 hit points. You can tank. Strength 12, so that's a +1. Dexterity 8, so that's a -1. Constitution is 16, so that's a +3. Wisdom is 18, so that's a +4. Intelligence 14, so +2. Charisma 13, so +1. Again, with natural AC of 18. Speed 30, so they can move just as much as normal. Natural recovery, bonus cantrips, bonus spells like Spider Climb, Spike Growth, Lightning Bolt, Melter Stone, Stone Shape, and Stone Skin. And 2 wild shapes with a maximum CR of half. But it's a -1 initiative, and that's just Oak. Sparkles is very similar, I believe. 14 strength, 14 constitution. Still got 18 wisdom though. 13 charisma, 10 intelligence, and 8 dexterity. Only 66 hit points though, so quite lower. Still got bonus spells of Bless, Cure Wounds, Lesser Restoration, Spiritual Weapon, as well as a few other things. Now those are downloadable straight off the Discord. Shmash hasn't got his actual features put in yet, but I do have his stats, which in this case is Strength 16, Constitution should be 14, Dexterity is 8 again, Intelligence 10, Wisdom 12, and Charisma 16. So 16 on Strength, 16 on Charisma. He's doing alright. He's got Morningstar, Scimitar, and a Spear. 70 HP. And he's Paladin of the Crown. I need to save that because that was his Constitution was wrong. But there's plenty of stuff to be going on there. Again, if anyone wants to help do this, I'm not going to say no, and I'm not going to turn it down. I've still got to do all the portraits for them yet, and I've only done one. I think I've done one. This is not how I was usually expecting to end the stream, but okay. No, I've done the Butterfly Barbarian. But I'm sure I've done Sparkles and Oak. Or at least Sparkles, if not Oak. No, that's the weird orc face. That's not the right one. That's a unicorn. That's a killer penguin. That's a cat. That's greed. That's an idea for lightning off the ends. Sparkles and Oak's natural stuff. Photographs for the wedding that we wish to have done. I have all sorts in here, even a little Eevee. I have lots of things in here, but not the pictures that I'm looking for, which means they're in the big brown book somewhere. And I don't know where the big brown book's gone, so I can't do anything on that. Yeah, Butterfly Barbarian with a bonk stick. Just for you. Francois, you couldn't turn up just at the end. How was the Magic the Gathering? How was the Magic the Gathering? I'm just getting this out now to show Lucky, because I mentioned the Barbarian with a bonk stick, or the Butterfly Barbarian with a bonk stick. And that's my character. I've got a Barbarian with a fly speed. So, good luck if somebody else wants to run DM, because that's what I'm using. Butterfly Barbarian with a bonk stick. But then again, I've also got a Thief Bat, which has a fly speed as well. It does not help. I have so many things with swim speeds and fly speeds. Eldritch Knight with a fly speed. There's some really obscure little nuances with these things that I'm going to have to work out, because obviously I can't make it too overpowered with having the fact that they can fly. So they're only going to be able to fly as far as they can walk. And I don't know if I'm going to allow them to end their move in the air. I'm going to have to figure that one out. That's going to be an awful big job. But yeah, Thursday we start work on the Orc Rock stage as normal. Next Monday we start on the not painted Berserkers. That'll give me 30, which means I'm 10 short. Happy days. But until Thursday, your solo playthrough character on Baldur's Gate 3 is an Eldritch Knight which wanted to get hit and then explode everyone around them with a fireball. Too bad none of the enemies targeted it and it went for teammates instead. Each hit would give extra stacks for the fire damage, but never got hit. Lucky. So lucky. You do not fire fireballs in tunnels. That is a bad idea. But as I said, thank you very much for everybody who's came to see me and those people who have subscribed today. And Lucky, I'm so sorry about what happened in Discord, and welcome back in. But now we put the other reason why Twisted is my technical support, because he made this and I've got a lot of names to add to it and I'm not sure how. Again, thank you all and please drive safely. I will see you on Thursday.